Okay, so today's our lecture is on the paired t-test. It is also called as the dependent sample test. In the last lecture, what we studied that this is the independent sample t-test. In the last lecture, we have studied this. And in this independent sample t-test, we will define the statistics like this way. This minus of mu1 minus mu2 divided by S of this. Okay. So now this is the independent samples, but now we are the paired sample. So the first assumption here is it must be of the two samples and the number of the elements in the first sample must be equal to the number of elements in the second sample. If in any sample this condition is not satisfied, then it is not be a paired. For example, if I say I consider this as my sample A, this as my sample B, and the sample A consists of the 5 elements, sample B consists of the 7 elements. Now, since N1 is not equal to N2, so it means this is not a paired t-test. In that case, now, sorry. So now there are the two samples, so it means it is a independent sample t-test. So in order to check whether there is a paired or independent, you have to check firstly that whether N1 is equal to N2 or not. If so, it doesn't mean that if N1 is N2, then it's always be a paired. Is always a paired. It is also be not possible. Okay, you have to think that in the particular questions. For example, if I just ask you one question like say an IQ test was conducted on to the 5 persons, comma, before and after they are trained. So is it clear anything? So it means we have conducted an IQ test to the 5 persons before and after the training. What is the meaning of this line? Full stop. It means something is dependent on each other or not. If I say these are the 5 peoples, we have conducted the test to check their IQ level before the training. This is my before. They get some scores, and this is after the training. Okay. So is there anything which is common in between them? Yes. Is there anything which are common in between them?
Yes, sir. IQ test.
No. This is also the IQ
Before
test. This is the score of the IQ test before. This is the score IQ test after. What is the common between them?
Persons
Training.
5.
persons.
Is that training? Okay. And if I say the first person score, okay, I can say the scores are like this way. There are the 5 candidates, candidate 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is before training. I can say IQ before training. The first candidate is 1110. IQ after training is my 120. The meaning of this 110 and 120 clear? So
Yes,
are they corresponding to the same candidate or for the different candidates?
Same.
Same. Okay. Similarly, for the other one, I can say this is 120 and this is a 118. This is 123 and 125. This is 132, say 136, and so on. Okay. Now, what do you want to test? If you read the statement clearly, according to you, what is your question? Test whether, yes, according to you, what will be the question? Test
Test if
whether there is any change in the IQ. after the training. That's the meaning of this, कि हमें उसकी ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत पड़ी है कि नहीं पड़नी चाहिए. Okay. Now, firstly, you have to check that whether the number of the elements in the first sample is same as that of the second sample. Check whether N1 is N2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So if it is yes, then it may or may not be a paired test. May not be a paired or dependent. So how you identify that? So now read the statement carefully. Check that whether this 120 and 110 corresponding to the same students, this 118 and 120 corresponding to the same students, or for the other students are there.
Same student.
For the same students, these 2 marks are belongs to the same candidate. 1.
Yes.
These are also for the same candidate. So it means the upper one, this is the line corresponding to the before, and second one is corresponding to the after. It means they are dependent. Dependent means is this 110 depending upon the training of 120? Both are dependent on the same candidate. Okay, so that's why they are the paired sample t-test. Clear, student?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so again, our rules are same. We will define the step 1. What is the step 1 is? H0, H1. So you can define the H0 and H1. According to you, this is your question. So what is your H0 and H1?
H0 mu1 mu not equals to.
So mu of 1 is not equal to mu of 2 because there is a change. So whether increase or decrease, it is not mentioned. So that's why is mu1 is not equal to mu2 is my H1 and this is my H0. Let me know if there is any doubt. Clear, bacho? Then what is my step 2 is? Is a small sample or the large sample?
Small.
Small sample. So you apply the
T.
t-test. Now it's a paired or independent?
Paired.
Paired. So paired means both are dependent on each other. So how you write that? I can write here the value of the x, that's my first sample, 120, 123, 132, 125. This is my sample x. Now similarly you can write the sample y. This is 120, 118, 125, 136. So if I say the difference x minus y, what is the meaning of that? If I write here as a minus of 10, what is the meaning of the minus 10?
Change in IQ after training.
Yes, change in the IQ level. Okay, this is a change. Minus means decrease. So it means this is the person which having the IQ level before the test, before the training. This is IQ level after the training. So it means what you can say about the candidate 1. It means, or you can say change is y minus x or x minus y, that depending on you. Okay, so the change is 10 units, the change is 2 units, change is my again 2 units, this is minus 4 units and plus 4 units. Clear? Why we take a difference? Because it is a paired test. Now how many samples are there in the paired test? In this difference, is it the 1 sample or the 2 sample? Once you take the difference, now how many samples are there? 1 sample.
1.
Okay, so it means now your step 2 is for the 1 sample. तो अभी आप यहाँ पे सब कुछ 1 sample लगा दीजिए. Now consider D as there. X bar minus this capital S divided by root n. यही था आपके पास. What is the t test for the 1 sample? X bar minus mu divided by, यही था ना आपके पास?
Yes.
तो अब यहाँ पे आपका सैंपल क्या बन गया? दिस। ओके, आप यहाँ पे म्यू लिख लीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है आपके पास। क्लियर? अब आपको क्या निकालना है? सबसे पहले डी बार निकालते हैं, कितना आएगा। तो इसका टोटल निकाल दें, मीन होगा ना। तो ये कितना आ रहा है, -10। तो ये कितना हो गया आपका, -10 डिवाइडेड बाय 5। यही आएगा मीन आपका।
यस
कैपिटल एस का क्या फॉर्मूला था आपका, कैसे निकालोगे? यहाँ पे अब xi की जगह पे di हो गया आपका n-1। तो चाहे तो आप पहले स्मॉल एस निकाल लीजिए, अदरवाइज मैं इस न्यूमिनेटर की वैल्यू यहीं पे निकाल देता हूं। पहली वैल्यू कितनी होगी, 0। ओके, दूसरी वैल्यू कितनी होगी, 4 का स्क्वायर 16, नहीं सॉरी, पहली वैल्यू कितनी होगी, 8 का स्क्वायर 64। नेक्स्ट वैल्यू 0, नेक्स्ट वैल्यू 4, नेक्स्ट वैल्यू 36। यही आएगी बच्चों। तो ये कितना हो गया, तो इसका ऊपर वाली वैल्यू मिल जाएगी आपको। तो ये कितनी आ गई टोटल आपका, ये 120 डिवाइडेड बाय n-1, 4। क्लियर बच्चों? अदरवाइज आपको लास्ट लेक्चर में कैसे करा था, आपने पहले स्मॉल एस निकाल लोगे आप, फिर उसके बाद इसकी वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी, n(s²). तो वैसे भी कर सकते हो आप। सो यहाँ सारी वैल्यू यहाँ ऊपर फिल कर दो स्टेप 2 में। तो ये वैल्यू कितनी आ गई, -2। ये डिफरेंस तो 0 ही है आपका, और दिस इज √30 √5। यही आएगा बच्चों। तो जब आपने इसकी कैलकुलेशन करी, आपके पास आ गया आंसर -0.816। कोई डाउट बच्चों किसी को इस स्टेप 2 में? स्टेप 2 बेसिकली क्या हुआ आपका, 1 सैंपल टी टेस्ट में कन्वर्ट हो गया विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस डिफरेंस। कोई डाउट बच्चों यहां तक?
नो सर।
नाउ स्टेप 3 क्या आपका,
कंक्लूजन।
कंक्लूजन। तो इसे स्मॉल सैंपल है तो डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम चाहिए आपको। तो डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम कितनी होगी आपकी, n-1, 4।
बट 2 सैंपल है सर।
नहीं, आपका 1 सैंपल आपने किस पे लगाया है, टी टेस्ट स्मॉल डी पे। तो स्मॉल डी में देखना है अब
ठीक है
आपको। ओके, आपने ये जो वैल्यू निकाली है वो किसकी निकाली है, एक्स की नहीं निकाली है आपने, ये आपने स्मॉल डी की निकाली। तो स्मॉल डी में कितने एलिमेंट्स हैं, 5। तो 5 - 1 4। तो देयरफॉर आपको किसकी वैल्यू चाहिए, 4 पे 0.05। 1 टेल है कि आपका 2 टेल है, 2 टेल आपका। सो 2 टेल पे आप इसकी वैल्यू देखो, आपको कितनी मिलेगी। लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस आप 5 ले लो चाहे 1 ले लो, आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। सो है किसी के पास टेबल ओपन किया हुआ, इसकी वैल्यू देखो टेबल से कितनी है। कोई देख रहा बच्चा, कोई 0.
2.776।
2.776। ओके, सो आपका डिसीजन क्या होगा, 2 टेल है आपका, दोनों तरफ चला जाएगा। 2 टेल पे देखा ना बच्चे,
यस सर।
ओके। सो दिस इज योर रिजेक्टेड H0, दिस इज योर रिजेक्टेड H0। तो आप स्मॉल टी की वैल्यू देखो क्या थी आपकी, -0.816। तो -0.816 यहाँ कहीं लाई करेगा। ओके, तो आप क्या कंक्लूजन दोगे इसको, नाउ सिंस -0.816 is greater than of, so we may be accepted H0। so therefore क्या कंक्लूड निकाला आपने, therefore H0 आपका accepted हो गया। so therefore we may conclude that there is
No change.
no change in the
IQ.
IQ level after the training. Clear, bachcho? The only difference here is you have to compute the step 2 with the help of the paired. Fine, bachcho? Okay, look at one more example.
Yes, sir.
सिर्फ आपको स्टेटमेंट में आइडेंटिफाई करना है वेदर दिस इज अ पेयर्ड और इंडिपेंडेंट. तो आपको एक रूल बता दिया मैंने कि अगर तो N1 और N2 दोनों सेम नहीं है तो वो कभी भी पेयर्ड नहीं होगा. ओके, तो हमेशा ही वो इंडिपेंडेंट होगा. और अगर वो इक्वल है तो पेयर्ड हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता. देन यू हैव टू रीड द स्टेटमेंट. ओके, सो लुक एट दी वन मोर एग्जांपल. से a certain test is conducted on 12 patients which represents the change in the blood pressures, which represents change in the blood pressure. So these are the numbers, say 5, 2, 8, -1, 3, 0, -2, 1, -5, 0, 4, 6. ओके, सो इसका क्या मीनिंग हुआ अभी तक?
दो सैंपल है.
कितने सैंपल हुए यहाँ पे?
2.
2 सैंपल. बिकॉज चेंज इन ब्लड प्रेशर लिखा ना आपका.
Yes.
तो ये क्या चीज होगी आपकी? दैट इज अ बिफोर एंड आफ्टर हो गया ये.
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो ये पेयर्ड बना के इंडिपेंडेंट हुआ है ये.
Paired.
दैट्स अ पेयर्ड बिकॉज चेंज कब होगा किसी का? चेंज का मतलब ये होता है ना x - y.
Yes, sir.
तो इसका मतलब ये फर्स्ट कैंडिडेट का चेंज इन ब्लड प्रेशर है. ये सेकंड कैंडिडेट का चेंज का मतलब यहाँ इंक्रीज हो गया. ओके, सो क्वेश्चन अब क्या होना चाहिए आपका? कैन इट बी कंक्लूडेड दैट अ सर्टेन टेस्ट, जो हमने ये टेस्ट करा था, will in journal be accomplished by an increase in the blood pressure, in the blood pressure. Okay, question clear बच्चों? Okay, so again step 1 से start करते हैं. H0 define करते हैं इसका. और H1. yes, क्या होगा बच्चों? अब यहाँ पे देखो इंक्रीज की बात हुई है आपके पास. ओके, सो आप लेट कर लेते हैं कि D be the difference in the blood pressure. यही होगा ना? ओके, सो आपका ये
Yes.
इंक्रीज पूछा है तो आपका ये क्या हो गया? ग्रेटर देन हो गया आपका.
Greater than 0.
मीन है ना आपका.
Yes.
D बार हो जाएगा एक तरह से. ओके, और ये क्या हो गया आपका?
Equals to
0.
0.
अदरवाइज आप इसको ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो कि H0 आप लिख दो इसका μ1 इज μ2 के लिए हो गया और μ1 लेस देन μ2. अगर मैं कह रहा हूं कि 1 सिंबल मेरे पास किसका है? बिफोर द टेस्ट. और 2 सिंबल मेरा किसका है? आफ्टर द टेस्ट. इंक्रीज तभी होगा ना जब सेकंड वैल्यू ज्यादा आएगी
Yes,
उसकी.
sir. Yes, sir.
ओके, अगर आपने 1 जो है वो आफ्टर टेस्ट मान लिया, 2 बिफोर, तो ये साइन चेंज हो जाएगा.
Yes.
अब ये 1 टेल हो गया आपका बच्चों. इधर से भी
Yes, sir.
कोई डाउट बच्चों किसी को?
No, sir.
नाउ स्टेप 2, अब ये पेयर्ड है कि इंडिपेंडेंट है?
Paired.
इट्स अ पेयर्ड। ओके, तो ये जो आपको दे रखा है ये एक्स, आपको तो पेयर्ड के लिए इस तरह से मूव करना
D
था,
दे रखा है.
आपको ये अभी पहले ये दे रखा है आपको।
Yes, sir.
क्लियर? सो इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, आपको स्टेप 2 में क्या निकालना है, स्मॉल डी की वैल्यू निकालनी है, दिस माइनस इसका म्यू जो भी है
S.
कैपिटल एस बाय एन। तो अब स्मॉल डी आपको ये दे रखा है, इसका मीन निकल जाएगा।
Yes, sir.
तो देखो इसका सम कितना आ रहा है, दिस इज 7 14 20 19 14
21.
14 और 27 एंड देन 4 31 हो गया। चेक करो 31 ही आ रहा है।
21 आ रहा है सर.
21 यस 21, इसको प्लस कर लेते हैं स्टेटमेंट में। ओके, अब कितना आ रहा है,
31.
दिस 31। सो आपका मीन कितना हो गया, 31 डिवाइडेड बाय कितने
2.58.
एलिमेंट्स हैं, 12 पेशेंट्स हैं
12.
आपके पास। ओके, ये आपका मीन हो गया। अब आप कैपिटल एस निकालोगे, डिवाइडेड बाय n माइनस 1,
-1.
और अदरवाइज अगर आप दूसरा भी निकाल सकते हो तरीका, वो क्या था आपके पास, ई एक्स स्क्र माइनस ई एक्स का होल स्क्र, वैसे भी निकाल
Yes,
सकते हो ना।
sir.
ठीक है, तो वो आप पे डिपेंड करता है, जब आप इसकी कैलकुलेशन करोगे तो आपके पास ये आंसर आएगा 9.5382। जब आप ये वाला रूल लगाओगे, ई एक्स स्क्र माइनस ई एक्स का होल स्क्र, तो यहां से आपको क्या मिलेगा, ये स्मॉल एस। क्लियर? ओके, तो ये वैल्यू सारी यहाँ पे फिल करोगे, तो ये कितना हो गया आपका 31 डिवाइडेड बाई 12, डिफरेंस 0 आपका है, और 9.3 एस की वैल्यू रूट में चली गई, एन। तो जैसे आप इसको सॉल्व करोगे तो आपका आंसर आएगा 2.894। क्लियर? नाउ व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज
Conclusion.
कंक्लूजन। सो स्मॉल सैंपल आपके पास है, सो डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम कितनी होगी इसकी,
11.
11। ओके, सो आपको वैल्यू चाहिए 11 पे, 0.05 पे, वन टेल पे। अब आपका वन टेल है ना ये, सो वन टेल पे देखो इसकी वैल्यू कितनी है,
1.796.
1.7 वन टेल पे है,
Yes, sir.
5% पे वन टेल पे।
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो 1.796। सो आपका वन टेल पे ये वैल्यू आपकी पॉजिटिव आई है, तो ये राइट टेल होगी आपकी। दिस इज 0, दिस इज 1.796, तो आपका 2 पॉइंट यहां चला गया। रिजेक्टेड H0।
Yes, sir.
So how you write that, since 2.894 greater than 1.796, so it is
H0.
highly significant, hence we reject H0। so therefore, so क्या कंक्लूजन निकलेगा आपका इससे, H0 is rejected। so आपका H0 क्या था बच्चों, बोथ आर सेम,
Same.
और H1 आपने क्या लिया था, 1 is less than, so H1 is rejected, तो ये रिजेक्ट हो गया आपका, इसका था ये, दिस इज एक्सेप्टेड। सो देयरफॉर इसको क्या लिखोगे आप,
Blood pressure increases.
वी कंक्लूड दैट द टेस्ट इज इफेक्टिव इन इंक्रीजिंग द ब्लड प्रेशर्स। ओके, ब्लड प्रेशर, ये कंक्लूजन मिला आपको।
Yes, sir.
Fine with you? Okay. Next one. So say samples of two types of the bulb were tested for the length of life, and following informations are recorded. And the following informations are recorded. So what is that? I can say this is a type 1, type 2. What is the sample numbers? We consider 8, we consider 7. Sample mean is considered 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. The sample is 1036 hours. Sample standard deviation considered as a 36 hours. Sample standard deviation as the this. So the question is the difference in their mean sufficient to guarantee that type 1 is superior to the type 2. So अब अगर आप थोड़ा सा ध्यान से देखो statement, तो what do you conclude that in the type 1 the average life is more than the type 2. ये average, this is the average life, it is more than of this, but it consists of only 8 samples are there. So based on this, can you say that the type 1 is always be superior to the type 2? ये वारंटी दे रहे हो आप, it's always be a warranty that it's whether it's always be superior to the type 2 based on this. So now there are the two samples. Firstly, identify that whether it's a paired or independent.
Paired.
How you check that paired is? The first condition is these must be same. Are they same?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. So it means this is not the paired. This is a simple independent test.
Independent.
Okay, so I again tell you that if n1 is not equal to n2, then it can never be the paired. So in this case, what is your h0 and h1?
Mu1 greater than mu.
This is. Then what is the step 2 is? You have to calculate this for the independent samples. So you have to use this formula. Clear, student, the difference between the paired and independent?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I think you can easily calculate this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once you will calculate this, you will get this answer. Okay. Rest you can try yourself. This value is given to you as a small s1 square. This is given to you as a small h2 square. Based on this, you will calculate this value. This is n1 s1 square. Okay. From the second, you will calculate this value and 2 h2 square.
S1 दे रखा हुआ नहीं तो.
Okay. This is a small s1.
Square
Sorry,
थोड़ा दे
sorry.
रखा
This is a small s1. This is a small s2. So based on this, you need to calculate firstly capital S. Okay. What is the degree of freedom is?
13.
First sample has 7 degree of freedom. Second sample has the 6 degree of freedom. Total is 30. Okay, so look at one more. The sales data of an item in 6 shops before and after a special promo given are as below. So this is the shops. This is the before companion. This is after companion. So say this is shop number A. What is the meaning of these two numbers? Baki we will write later. What is the meaning of 53 and 58? The sale information of an items in the 6 shops, so A, B, C, D, E and F, before and after the special promo given as below. It means if the shopkeepers put up a special promo, that is a special offers, then before the special offers, the sales was 53. After the promo, the sale is 58. Okay. Similarly for this, here 50 and 56, 42 and 45. So what is the meaning of this? Is it clear, everyone? What is the meaning of statement?
Yes, sir.
Now, according to you, what is the question? Can,
Sales increase or not?
yes, can the companion be judged as a successful? Okay. Can the companion be successful or not? So according to you, what will be your H0? Oh, firstly, you have to think small sample. Is a paired or
Yes,
independent?
sir.
Look at that.
Paired.
N1 is my 6. Both are same. Okay. So it may or may not be the paired.
One.
Now read the statement whether there is a common thing between them. This shop is common to all of you.
Yes, sir.
53 and 58. Similarly, this 28 and 29 is dependent on this shop. This 30 and 31 is dependent on this, and so on. So they are dependent on each other. So what is your step 1 H0 H1? So look at that. What is H0? What is H1? Yes.
Mu2 greater than mu1.
When the companion will be successful? When after the companion sale will be more than the before the companion?
More. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So it means mu2 must be
Greater than mu1.
here, or you can say fine. So now it is called as the
One tail.
one tail. Okay. So now it's a paired. So you have to find this divided by capital S by root n. Okay. So what is the small d bar? So firstly, you need to calculate. You have to write x value here, y value here. What is the axis? Before, y is my this. Okay. Then what is the small difference? This is x minus y. So first number is -5. Second number is -1, +1, -7, -4, sorry, -6,
6.
and then -3. So what is the d bar is? So what is the total here is?
-21.
-21. Okay. So you can calculate d bar is -21 by 6. Okay. So this is -3.5. Then how you calculate the capital S?
Summation.
This minus whole square upon
N.
n minus 1. So I can calculate whole square. So what is that? -5 minus 3.5. So it's a 1.5. Whole square is 2.5. Clear, student? Next number is
प्लस 3.5 हो जाएगा ना?
plus 3 point, where? Yes, -5 plus
Plus
3.5. So it's my 1.5.
Yes, sir.
So 1.5 square is 2.25.
Okay.
Now the next one is 2.25, 2.5 whole square is 6.25. Next one is 4.5, 20.25. Next one is 3.5,
3.5.
3.5 multiply 3.5.
12.25.
This is
12.25.
12.25. Then minus 3.5 plus 6. So it's a 2.5,
Yes, sir.
6.25. Then it's a 0.5. Clear? So what's the sum is?
47.5.
47.5. So what is the answer is? 47.5 divided by
5.
5. So what is the answer is?
9.5.
9.5. So once you substitute this value here, what do you get? Minus 3.5 divided, this is as square, so s will be root 9.5 divided by n, 6. So what's the answer is? Minus
Minus 2.7.
2.78. Then your next step is the degree of freedom conclusion. So what is the degree of freedom? N minus 1, 5. So what is that for the one tail? Check the value for the one tail is
2.015.
2.015. So it's a one tail and the value is positive or negative? It's a negative.
Negative.
So it's a left tail. This is minus 2.015. This is my rejected H0. This whole is my accepted H0. So now what you conclude that? So what is that? Minus 2.78. 2.78 lies here. Now since minus 2.78 is greater than of this number, so we reject H0. Therefore, what you conclude that? H0 is rejected. This one is rejected. So this is accepted. So what you conclude that?
Sales increases after campaign.
So it means the companion is successful. Okay. So we conclude that at 5% level of significance, the companion is successful. Clear, student?
Yes, sir.
So this is the way you can check that whether the samples are the paired or independent. Make sure that I again tell you, if n1 is not equal to n2, then it can never be the paired. But if n1 is equal to n2, then it may or may not be the paired. In order to check whether it's a paired or unpaired, you have to read the statement and then think about that whether they are paired or not. Anything which are related to the before and after, that always be the paired. Clear, student?